And it starts to rain. Just about to do my intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Resonant Rise. My name is Brink, and today I'm going to show you a couple of things I've done off camera, and then we're going to get to a lot of technical builds today. I got a lot of stuff to do, but I think we better sleep the night away. But it might be better to do this at night, even though it's raining, just to show you what I've done. As you can see, I've completed some of the lights that go around the area. I've installed a road that connects from the portal, which I've already set all the channels, so that'll be cool. The road is illuminated, and it leads up to our base. We have spotlights or street lamps along the way, or path lamps as I want to call them. But if we take off our Sojourner sash so that we walk at a normal, slow, vanilla Minecraft speed, and we go on this road, as you may know, some of you may know this, you speed up. This road is made to accelerate the person who rides on top of it, and again, slow down. So let's put this back on, and if we go on it with the Sojourners, we go super fast. So that'll help whoever is visiting. And also I've tested it. If you're falling in a certain direction, let's see if I can do that again. I need to be moving just a little bit. Yeah, it'll continue its speed. I've done a pond over here. You know what? We better sleep before the daylight comes, because otherwise I won't have an opportunity to turn off the rain when the daylight hits. So let's turn off the rain right now and bring up the day. And what I wanted to do with that little pond, or wishing well, I guess if you want to call it, I dug this out, put some lights underneath just to illuminate this, because at nighttime the sand around really pops. It makes it the water a little bit brighter. It's a flowing well of water. What do you call this? Waterfalls, I guess. Some kind of a water ornament. But I put some cobblestone with mossy cobblestone. Made a little bit of a boulder or a rock there. And I'm thinking, let's use carpenter's blocks. And we can use the same block we're going to be removing. But I do want to put, let's see. No, it wouldn't be a carpenter's block. Actually, I'm going to have to remove whatever block I'm going to be using and then use a facade in its place. Now, I got my magnet on, so whatever block... Let's see, let's take it from the top there. Okay, whatever block this is, it looks like it's a regular cobblestone. I'm going to put a glowstone in its place, just to illuminate the light that comes from it there. And we'll put those back. Let's use the Ender IO paint machine. Put a cobble in there and a glowstone there. It'll make this cobblestone illuminated. So we'll place this in its place. Let's see if we can reach down there. Yeah, that definitely did brighten it up. So at nighttime, you'll see a little bit of light coming out of the source block there. And to get these flows to spread out like this, I just put dirt blocks around the place so that it was forced to go around instead of straight down as it wanted to go. I'll probably put some more leaves there, and we will make our way to the twilight and add some animals around here. Hopefully they will decide to stay around here and not get killed. But anyway, let's get to our technical builds. Alright guys, I'm back, and I do have to explain something. As you can see, some things have changed. This is actually one day later, a number of hours after that I've worked a lot upstairs. I want to show you some of the things that I've done. I guess I can show you from down here. If we look in here at our interface terminal, you'll see that I've added alloy smelters, fluid transposers, the molecular assembler was there. I've added pulverizers, redstone furnaces, or furni, as I like to call them, and 3 sagnals. So I've added a lot of machines to a panel here. And what this is for the build for today. And I won't show you this. This is basic. I've done it in Direwolf also, if you want to check it out. It's more detailed there. But this time I've only used 3 of each of the devices. I think that's enough to get the highest speed that I need. The furnaces will work strictly as ferni, and the alloy smelters will work in alloy mode. All of them are set to alloy mode, and as well as the pulverizers, they're all resonant level, the highest tier. I made all resonant machine frames and then built these and these, so we'll get the highest speed out of them. Now, one thing that is different from what I've done before in Direwolf is that for these magma crucibles, I'm going to be feeding directly so that the export bus will always feed this ender pearls for as long as it has space inside. So this will always try to feed this this magma crucible. The same with the redstone. So it'll always have redstone available, and these are resonant tanks. So the amount of processing that I'll do will never outrun the speed at which this is producing these liquids. I have this one already started on cryothium, but I ran out, so that's as far as I got. But this is full, and then this is not, and we don't have any reserve here. So did I set this for, yeah, I believe I did, but I did break it. There it is, okay. And this one is empty because I don't have a particular need to permanently set this to anything. So this will be our go-to guy whenever we need to go back and forth between different elements. Now, what I want to do today involves our turbine. We're going to make a massive power unit because I'm running out of power. That turbine is just keeping up with what we have, and I actually, if we go down to the basement, I actually want to make a couple more of these because I think we are running pretty even when we talk about, oh, I didn't want to go up. So much elevator rides. We're running pretty even when it comes to yellorium and uranium. This is, well, the plutonium also, because whenever there's waste, it sends it down into the cyanide reprocessor automatically. And as soon as it makes a plutonium out of it, it automatically sends it over here. Now, the fuel, let's see if we can show you real quick up here. I don't remember how I had set this. Yeah, it's underground, so we'll have to go down yet again to this elevator. And if we look at the fuel, I believe it's this, nope, it's this one. I did not set plutonium, but it doesn't matter because once there is one item of this inside the turbine, it'll only pull from that particular item again into the turbine. So even if I were to put a plutonium here or there, it'll continue only feeding yellorium because that's what it has in its inventory. So it doesn't matter. So we're collecting plutonium is what I'm saying, and you know, we can't get rid of it until we get rid of all the yellorium and the uranium anyway. So what I want to do first is let's show you where I want to place it. Now I have all the space up here on the top level. This is the highest point of this tower as far as I'm planning it. And so I'm going to be stretching out in four corners the turbine. I'm going to need a lot of material. So let's get started. All right, first off, credit to where credit is due. I've used this website, br.sido.org, to create the sample or simulated reactor that I want to build. The reactor will be for steam only. It won't be for energy. The reactor will serve the steam into the turbines. So what I have is a 5 by 5 by 8, 8 being the height of the reactor. Now these are internal spaces. The exterior, that is the external blocks, will be a 7 by 7 by 10 reactor. So for that, it's telling me that I will need, and it'll tell you how many blocks you need of each thing. It's telling me that I need 281 reactor casings. So I made a craft for it. And these are extras that I had from the starter base. So here's our craft. And what do we have? We had 128. And I need 128 more for 256. Well, you know what? Since I need, let's see, 300 is what I need. So let's see what I have. 300 minus 124. That's about 180. So let's do about 180 to get 300. I hope I'm calculating right, because when you're recording, the pressure's on. 180, that would be about 200. That'd be fine. I don't mind that. Now we're gonna have to make a craft for graphite bars, but before I do that, let's get some other stuff going just so that I don't have to edit this video so much. The next thing we'll need is a controller, and I have that from the starter base. We also need, it says 8 control rods. We have 1. Let's see what it takes to make, because it's been a while since I've made it. I don't have enough. So we need more. Oh, I see. It's taking from here. Yeah, we can put these back then. So that's 2. 3, 4. Oh boy. How did it do that? I'm not pressing shift. I just clicked here and it made all of these. I don't know. Anyway, we have them. There's nothing I could do about it. The next thing, Yellorium fuel rods will need 64. Fuel rods, we have 5. 64, that means 59. I should probably make a craft for this. Well, let's see. Hopefully this won't happen again. See, it didn't happen this time. So let me do a craft for this. Let me get all of those materials down. And then it says I need 104 gelid cryotheum. Just keep that in mind. I'll have those ready. And I'll probably have to make a drum of gelid cryotheum in order to get that going. So I'll be back with you in just a moment. Alright, I think I got everything I need. The only problem was this gelid cryotheum. By the way, I got 5 buckets extra. I guess it was in the ME system. That's why I calculated incorrectly. I only needed 104 gelid cryotheum, but I don't know where those extra 5 came from. Anyway, what I should have done was connect the drum over here instead of processing the buckets. It made buckets, sent it into the extract, imported it into the ME system, and I was left with 104 buckets to transfer into this drum manually. Anyway, so we're going to have to make an elevator that goes up to that level. I don't think it can go up this high. I think it's more than 20 blocks away here, and those elevators can only go up to about 20 blocks. So something in a corner somewhere around here I'll probably put it, because where the elevator standard is around here, and this is where one of the turbines will be. So let's get started. Now I'm going to get rid of this. I put some of my tools away because I wanted my bar to be as empty as possible, but now I have this. What I want to do is a 7x7 reactor frame, and I guess I'm going to need the center for this, and this looks about center here. That's right. Okay, so if this is center, it apparently is because I blocked the light. I should have just done that. That would have been faster. We need 7, so that's 1, 2, 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3, and let's see, that's 6 plus the one in the middle is 7. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Now we can make a square out of this. And I'm going to be using a floodgate. I made one, and I don't think a floodgate needs power. It's been a while since I've used one, but we'll fill this in. I should probably get my wand for this, because in a lot of parts of this I'm going to be needing a wand. Now the height of this I believe was, let's see, what did I say it was? 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll go around just to give me a roof. That looks right. No. Alright, it's going to start picking blocks that I didn't select. So I will move them down manually, like that. And that'll work fine. And I'm just building a roof this way. As I fly upward, building the corners, I'll bump into it and I'll know when to stop. Yep, just like this. Makes it a little bit easy on me. I've done this so many times that I have these little tips and tricks. Don't have them all, but what works, works. Okay, the next thing I want to do is fill in all of this area, but part of this will be glass. So I'll be converting a few of these out of glass. I think what I'm going to do is do what I wanted to do first. Let's just fill in this area. And this part of it is just for aesthetics. I like the way this design looks, where it's glass here and the rest will be framed. You know, I do need that the wand, but let's get our fuel rods ready. Oh, and these are bright. So they'll have one space all around and one space in the center, and then we can wand it straight up. And then we need our controllers. So yeah, let's get this down. So it'll be here, just like a donut. Very good. And we can get rid of this now. Hopefully I have my magnet on. Yeah, I do. Okay. We also need a the controller will go on this side. Just like that. And we'll need some, where did my access port go? Okay, just vanished for a second. The access ports will go on the top, and these will be for fuel and for waste. I'll set one to output. I didn't bring a crescent wrench. Okay, I thought my sword was the crescent wrench. For some reason, these things are jumping out of my hotbar here. Okay, the other thing we're going to need is these reactor control ports. Now, the first one I'm going to place, just to be a little even here, I'm going to place it like that so it's a little bit symmetrical. But these will go here on every corner, just like that. And one more here. We'll have to flip some of them around. It looks like I have one extra. Oh, it goes here. Okay. And yeah, the rest will be the walls. And I'll need some glass. I'll be right back. Now, I finished doing all the walls and the glass around. I left the space up here. And did I bring that glass with me? I didn't. I left it downstairs in the ME system. I was putting stuff away. You know, I do need to clear a lot of this out still. Because, in fact, I still have to run the floodgate. And it's going to need a space to go in. I don't need to clear it out so much, but that should be enough. So we'll take this all the way to the top. It should be 64 in total. I'm not the one that calculated that. That's from the website. So 64 turned out to be exactly right. We do need to give it some space because the gelid cryotheum cannot work through these. Even though they look like liquid can go through them, these are actual solid blocks, so it won't. So we'll need to give it some space, and that should be more than enough. Okay, let's see what we can do now. You know, I can place these down. I don't need them. And this one. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see what else. So I do need it to spread out evenly, and anything below these blocks down here should spread out pretty even, I think. Yeah, it should go around. I guess I'll give it a little bit of a pause before I continue. But let's set up our floodgate. I'll just do a little doohickey here. Drop that. Give it some space to flow around. And we'll put our drum above. I'm not sure if it needs a fluid conduit, but I brought some with me just in case. Looks like it does need a fluid conduit. Otherwise, I wouldn't know how to pull it out of there. So we'll need to place this here. And extract always from here. Alright, that should work. Hopefully I didn't drop any items down here. I'm probably going to get smothered here. No, I'll make it. Cool. Alright, so that's going to flow until this is drained. As you can see, it is going down. We can do that. No, like that. Okay, so while that's working, what else can we do? I did bring some transfer nodes, and I wanted to make some chests. I forgot to do that. Oh, actually, no, we're going to be using ender chests. So this is fine. One of them goes back to the ME, which is all black. The other, I'll have to recolor code. Where are the chests? imports. Is it here and here? Yeah, it turns out to be. Okay, so I'll place them in the corners. Where's the front of the house? There it is. So this is the front of the house. I guess I placed this a little bit wrong. Doesn't really matter. But I'm going to face it outward like this and like this. And then transfer node from items. This is the ME system, so we're gonna send it back into the ME. I didn't bring any transfers with me, and this one will come out like this and into here. I'll bring some transfer pipe in a second. I just want to see the flow on this. Just want to make sure it doesn't overflow, because picking it up will have to be manual if it is. So let's come back in here, and I'll need some transfer pipe. I do have some. And what else did I need? I think that was it. I have the color coding here. Oh, and ender... what's it? This. You know, now that I think of it, did I really need this? I don't think I did. I think I can stick this right up against the reactor, and it should be able to pull. But if not, we'll use the transfer pipe anyway. Okay, so the pipe should be here. We'll place it down here. I'm wondering whether I could just place... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I'm wondering whether I can place the ender tank right above. Like this. I wonder if it'll flow in if I do that. Let's see inside. We can't. So this is set for input. This is set for insert. Did I reverse this then? Oh, that's what I was getting. Some I forgot to get the crescent wrench. That's what I was getting. Alright, so that's... We got to flip these around. And this is empty already. So we should be able to get rid of this without a problem. And this and this. Alright, will this flow down one day or another? I'm just waiting. But it did fill up the center, which is good, as well as all of these. I guess it'll take a little bit of time to move. I don't know why it's taking a sweet time there. Can I help it along? Let's see. Maybe I can just grab a bucket and send it down manually. But okay, so next thing we're gonna need a crescent wrench and a bucket. Alright, we are getting there. Just one more gelid cryothium bucket. I made some extras because I think I didn't make enough. So let's fly up here. I made a little hole here just to get more access. And I was filling these up. It looks like I'm missing a few. So I'm just going to fill it up even though it may be overkill. But I don't think it is. I think I'm filling this up correctly. Let's see. 2 over here. And maybe 1... Oop. I'm gonna get killed here. Okay, I think these are all done. They look pretty even, pretty straight. So I think they're all done. You don't need to do the corners. I'm sure everybody knows that. All right, so we got some extras here, and we're gonna place the glass and see if we can get this to go. And I've placed some torches around because the snow was building up. Gelid cryothium creates snow on blocks nearby. I'm missing 1 glass, and I think it was from the center when I removed it and put it downstairs. Another thing is, I thought, one thing that I came up with, you can actually use fluid conduit, and this ender tank will work. I don't know why I made the world interaction upgrades. They weren't necessary, but there it goes into there, and is feeding incorrectly. I got the crescent hammer to pull out of for this one. There it goes. That's blue. Feeding out into the ME system, and this one needs to feed in, so this one's going to be labeled Yellorium. I gotta change this quickly before it sends dirt in there. Is there any dirt in there? Let's just check real quick. No, there isn't. Okay, so we're safe. So Yellorium in the overworld. Very good. So this one should be labeled Yellorium. Cool. That one's set. And what else is there to do? This hasn't multi-blocked yet because I don't have 1 block of reactor glass that I need. So let's get that. And here we are. And let's place this down right here. Multi-block. Now the controller. Let's take a look here. Oh, by the way, if I didn't mention it, there was some lawn work being done outside, so you may have heard some buzzing sounds. Now this doesn't look even, and I think the reason why is because it was still settling, and I didn't give it enough time to drop. So yeah, it looks like 2 over here and 2 on the other side makes 4 in total. So yeah, I need 4 more to cap it off. And so before I even start the controller, oh, you know what? I need this also. 2 of these have got to be replaced. So 2 different directions per turbine. So this one and this one will be fine. And now let's make our way down. What were we getting? That's how bad my memory is. We're getting gelid cryothium. We need 2 more. So gelid. Oh, I had it with me. Oh boy, my memory. Alright, we can break through here. I just need to figure out where the 2 spots are. So it looks like it's directly across from each other on these 2 sides here. Okay, one here. And the other here. That's not what I meant. Oh, there's glass here. Okay, there we go. And now for the other side. It doesn't look it from the top, but apparently from the sides it's more revealing. That's interesting to note. And that looks a little bit better. I saw some changes happening there. So that should be good. Now if we take a look at all sides, it should have settled by now. It's been a number of minutes, but I guess not. These 2 still need more. And that's probably why there were so many extras that I found. It's because the floodgate didn't finish sending it down. It wasn't finished settling. So let's get rid of this and this again. And let's try it some more times. We'll get there. That looks better. And yeah, there's definitely some changes going on, but we'll give it a few seconds again. And let's see if it'll settle. That looks good so far. But again, it may take a few minutes for it to settle some more. But as far as I can see so far, it looks fine. So let's go ahead and start this up. Now, it's got the yellorium in the chest. And what is it missing? It's maybe missing the water? Yeah, it's feeding water out. Oh, extract. And sounds like the kids are home from school. Making a little bit of noise there. But let's see the controller. Let's start it up, and there it goes. Alright, now you can't really tell the efficiency for this because, again, this isn't the size of a reactor I would typically build for efficiency. It's just that I wanted it to fit with the scheme of where I want the turbines to be laid out. So the size was important and over efficiency. And so this is using up some millibuckets. We can shut it off since we don't have the turbines connected. But this is producing enough steam for all 4 turbines and maybe even some more. Alright guys, I'm going to cut it here. It's going to be a lengthy episode. Part 2 of this is going to be next time when I start building the turbines. Now, I'm only going to build 3 turbines because the third one will be the one we'll be transporting up, which we are using already. So I won't need to build a 4th since I have one already right here. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.